Hello everyone, it's finally here. It's Kaldheim, Premier Draft. Number 1. I have not drafted this set yet. I may well get interrupted whilst drafting this set. Look how quickly we filled up. Because I have pre-release kits arriving in real life today. And I may do a video on how to do a sealed in real life, just to sort of like show anyone who's new how to do it. But for now, we're going to go straight in and have a look at the first pack for draft. Here goes. Okay, am I in the way? Only very. So, Dream Devourer. It's our rare. You can foretell anything. I think foretell is going to be a decent mechanic. It's not the best mechanic, but it's pretty good. So I'm happy to go with it. Spectral Steel is some sort of aura that gives things +2/+2. Glimpse the Cosmos is good for giants, I believe. I've had a little look at the cards beforehand, as you'd expect. Nice to have a land that does a few things, bit mill. The Ox, all about crewing that plough. Enchantment. Bit of Village Right. Squash is okay. Pretty happy with Dream Devourer. We'll see how we get on, but that seems to be pretty good to be able to foretell any card we want. And on the foretell front, what about a counterspell? So counterspell, yeah. Fall of the Imposter. Put up a 1/1 counter on up to 1 target creature. Okay. Maya, Bretagard Protector. Pretty good. Pretty good. Expensive, so slow, but pretty good. Old Ox is back. Untap and gain things. Annul. I think the Raven's pretty sweet, if I'm being honest with you. A 3/3 flyer for 4 that you can foretell. Seems pretty good. Okay, 3 mana, 3/2 that you can look at your own, top of your own library. Basically, it's a 3/2 with Surveil, or you can look at your opponents. You've got a Mistwalker. You've got the 3/3 for 4 that can be foretold for 2 and allows you to draw a card instead of flying. Got to keep an eye on these snowlands. I think I'm good with the Augury Raven. Right, Boast is a big one. Boast is a big one. We're keeping our eye out for removal. And we're keeping an eye out for good Boast and Foretell cards. What's in our colours? 7 mana, mill 4, put a creature onto the battlefield. Okay, whenever you cast your second spell, bit of Foretell though. Bind the Monster's a tricky one. 1 mana, but you 1 mana, tap an enchanted, tap a creature, but you get damage dealt equal to its power. Yikes! Return a creature from the graveyard to the battlefield. Nope, to your hand. I'm either in for this land or I'm in for this. I think this Boast is pretty good. I'm going to stick on theme though and go for this land. I think Bind the Monster is going to be bad more than it's going to be good. As we know from Zendikar, lands that do other things are pretty sweet. So we've got a Bow. Isn't great in my opinion. Good on elves. I think the U is good. 5 mana, go and get your 6 mana. Or your 6 drop. Not sure about that. Bit of a sideboard. Good, but not sold. Bit of mana fixing. I do quite like this 3 mana 2/3 that you can foretell for free. That goes well with our Dream Devourer. That's all a little bit. We're all a little bit unusual, isn't it? When it enters the battlefield, you've got a 6 mana 3/3 flyer. See how different that is to our 4 mana 3/3 flyer. You can cast a permanent to the battlefield. Foretell for 4 though. Could be okay. We've got make an angel for 3. So for 4 mana, make an angel. That's pretty good. I might be in for that. I like Infernal Pet though. 3 mana 2/2, a bit like the landfall, whatever the bird was in the last set. Don't dislike Funeral Longboat, but I think this just seems pretty good. I know we're not in white, but we could be if we weren't doing that. I mean, the Longboat's pretty good. I think we'll just take this land. Ooh, okay, Boreal Outrider is pretty good if you can get snow working. But Way Down is phenomenal, isn't it? As an additional cost to cast this spell, exile a creature card from your graveyard. This is a 1 mana, -3/-3. Pretty good removal, especially against things that can get indestructible. I like Way Down as a good solid removal. The runes are pretty good if you can get the crown. I mean, they're pretty good anyway. Howl's Revenge, okay. I mean, Nico Defies Destiny might be alright if we're going to go down that Foretell route, but I think we'll take Way Down as a good bit of removal. So Runestone doesn't really do what you need it to do. Doesn't stop Foretell. We're not going to get another land somehow. That's okay. Vault Robber. We're not really in any of these colours. Green seems open-ish. 1 tap, exile a target. Each exile creature card from your graveyard. Target opponent loses 3. A 3/7 for 6. We'll get a bit of a flash spell going on. Okay, so we've got this 1 mana Boasty Boy, or we've got a 3/1 lifelink. Each player mills 3. Could be useful with what we're trying to do. Can't help but think though that with the Dream Devourer, Scorn Effigy seems pretty good. Although with Way Down, milling ourselves is pretty good too. And the Dusk Wielder is a nice 1-drop. We'll go down this Foretell route. No, I don't hate taking another Carfell port. A 3 mana or a counter. You know what? I might take this counter spell because we're carrying on this Foretell thing. This thing. Take another Mists. Probably won't play another Mists. Don't think that's going to be as good. I'll take this Village Rites because I think having creatures in the graveyard for things like Way Down and also like the ports, although we're not going to be sacrificing something. Just to bring it back. I think it's going to be... I'm going to put the Great Hall in the graveyard. Obviously when you're drafting this early on, it's important that you are focused around what you want to achieve in terms of the deck. I'll take this Dwarf Warrior because you already have 2 Mists of Lityara, or Lityara, whatever you want to call it. I don't mind that Horizon Seeker though. The Bears of Lityara. Big shapeshifter synergy here. Or we've got a 1 mana, give something +1 +0, +0 +1, and hexproof as long as it's untapped. Or pay 5 to get a 4/4 giant with it. Svella Ice Shaper, we're not really anywhere near. Scry 2, draw 2, I think's pretty good. Each opponent discards a card. I'm going to keep this Foretell situation going. Second Maya. Someone's going to pick that up and be pretty happy with it. Don't mind this vehicle, but I'm going to take the Behold the Multiverse. Ah, that's nice. It's kind of like as premium as we could afford to go. A 3-mana destroy creature. Beautiful. Or you can get it down turn 2 and play it and scry later on. And another one of these, or it's something different? This is the blue-green. Another way down. Be nice if we wheeled that. Unlikely. Don't mind the Jarl of the Forsaken. I think Demir Foretell is pretty good. How does everyone love mini eggs? Oh. They should be a year-round snack. Now, I kind of had a lot of time for this. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card. If your starting life total is greater than... if your life total is greater than your starting life total, otherwise you gain 2 life. Might be a bit slow though. You may exchange control of 2 target creatures. How good do you think that's going to be? Flying Rune. Way down. Jarl of the Forsaken. What do we reckon? Another way down? A Jarl? Oh, it's tough, isn't it? I'm going to take another way down. I think that these are going to be real good. But they are only going to work if we get enough creatures to make them good. And on that note, we haven't got any snow at the moment. But we can have a little look at snow, like this island. I don't think a 3-2 for 3 is the worst card. It's probably the best thing we've got here. Don't judge me as well for drinking a Heineken. It's alcohol-free because it's still January and I'm trying to be good. Dry January and all that. Does it defeat the point if you just drink alcohol-free beer? Quite possibly. But I'll let you take that up with somebody else. Okay, so we're at a bit of a point now where we say we just took a Grim Augur. Are we going to take any more snowy things? Is it worth picking up this snow-covered swamp, or do we want to keep going with creatures? I feel like with Foretell we're going to be able to cast a number of cards at once, so I'm going to take this Infernal Pet. I think it's a decent 3-drop, probably better than the Grim Augur. Yeah, I think it's really good. Okay, I'm going to be honest here. I think this one is a Coma's Faithful. It's another 3-drop, but it is a lifelink, which I think is going to be beneficial. And it mills us, which helps with both our land. I know that's late game. And with our way downs. Now, what we do need to find is something that we want to bring back with the land. Because at the moment, we're getting a Raven. And I don't think that 3-3 is worth my time. I love this card. Target opponent discards 2 cards. If they have fewer than 2 cards, basically, you draw cards. Foretell. I'm in for that every day of the week. I am not ashamed to take another Scorn Effigy. At all. So do we go for a tapped Snowland, or do we go for a Carfell Kennel Master? Which could be good. We're going to go for a Carfell Kennel Master. We're going to go for one of these badass Jarl of the Forsaken. I might just put the Grim Draugr down because we might not be getting many in terms of Snowlands. If we pick a load up, we can always put it in. I think this Jarl, though, Flash, Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm foretelling more than I am bothered by snow. I will take a Yeti, but I'll put it in the old sideboard. Oh, we just picked up something we could bring back. Doesn't involve snow mana. Here we go. Last pack. Excellent. I just don't think it goes where we want it to go. See, Vega would be great with what we're trying to do. But splashing just doesn't work in our colours. Dogged Pursuit's pretty good, but it's not like amazing. 4/4. What are we doing here, guys? Christ, the time's just gone. I'm going to take Dogged Pursuit, but I'm not happy about it. Rune Crown's nice, but Feed the Serpent. So the Blood Sky Massacre's great if you build around it. Nice tattoo art. Forging the Tyrite Sword is average to poor, I think, making treasure tokens. Rune Crown's great if you get it in the first pack and you've already got some runes, or at least a rune. Verdict's great, but we're not playing white. I think Feed the Serpent's just a solid 4 mana removal. Talking about runes, is it worth playing 1 rune to give Death Touch and to draw a card? 2 mana, Death Touch, draw a card, or do we get another one of these Dread Riders? A curve is high, but it's not a problem because we're foretelling a lot of things. That's what I'm going to stick with. I like another Infernal Pet. Oh, another Scorn Effigy. Could we have 4? Yeah, we're going to take the Infernal Pet. Okay, what do I want here now? Do I want to see another counter spell or another Scry 2 draw? I think it's got to be Scry 2 draw 2. That's what you want to do with 2 mana, right? That is a shame. Great card. I'll take a 2 mana, put a creature in my hand, because we're going to be getting rid of creatures with Village Rites. A 3rd? Do we make anything bigger? Like, maybe with Carfell? Christ, there's so many of these way downs. I just don't know how good they're going to be, though. That's the only problem. I don't know how much I care about any of these cards. So if you take 3 lands, we're going to need 17 lands. So we're going to need 14, so we're 4 cards over. We're not massive on creature count. considering what we're trying to do. That'll change that. I wonder if Village Rights is going to be good enough. We've gone big on Foretell with one payoff. Although, debatably we've got Infernal Pet as a secondary payoff. Because it's when you cast 2 spells, it gains counters. We have 1 Snowland, so we will not be making the most of any snow cards. Snow Way. I don't hate that card, you know. You know what? I think I think the deck's built. Dimir Foretell. Done. Add it to the decks. Awesome. Well, I've not had my my pre-release kits yet, so we'll carry on. 21 minutes. Another cheeky chocky egg. Poor Sullen. Keep it. Okay. I think we'll foretell the effigy. No, we might foretell the so we're foretelling the Depart the Realm because we can play that next turn if needs be. Raven. So really you want to store these up as a future benefit. Okay, so the aim here is to block the troll with the Dusk Welder. Then we can weigh down the Raven next turn. Okay. Triggers our little pet. Let's see what they want to do about that. Not a lot. We're not going to play the effigy because we want a double spell. But having a 3/3, they can pump it, so we shan't be blocking here. This thing has +2/+0 and gain indestructible. And they've currently got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh dear. Well, That's a shame. We can always return it if we need to, if we don't get something better. So I think what we'll do is we'll probably either counter whatever they're going to do or send this troll back home to whence it came. I think we'll just counter it. Nice 5 mana, counter that. Take 3. Okay. They're going to counter that? No. They're going to counter this, is the question. No. Okay. They 2 to the top, and then they drew. Okay, so this thing can get 1, 2, 3, 4. So that can get to 7. We have to block it, really. Which is a shame. Maybe I should have thought that through and got rid of the effigy. Maybe I'm a fool. We're going to get rid of some of their cards, so I'm not overly worried. Obviously, this is a whole new way of playing the game, so... we'll get rid of the last 2 cards. Fair enough. We'll get rid of one of their cards. Unfortunately, we only have one. Okay. So we'll depart the realm, the ice troll. Just going to need to straight up play this. They'll hit me in the air for 3, which will be annoying. They'll attack with this ice troll, equally as annoying. They're going to tap my faithful, still annoying. Okay. This is a scripted turn. All the effigies. I think they might have us here. Okay, scry 2, draw 2. Big attack. So if we block there, we gain 3. And we block there, we basically take 3. That Ice Hide Troll's really strong. What do we get rid of? Doom Scar. Nicey, nice, nice. What do we get rid of? Jarl. Oh, they've milled another 3. Fine. They managed to get a lot of snow, didn't they? So we're not dead. With Old Faithful out, we're not dead. We are dead, they just attack in the air. What am I talking about? Let's hope they don't just attack in the air. Well, come on then. Finish us off. Just attack in the air. Okay. Alright, alright, I'll give you the satisfaction. So, bit of an unusual deck. Trying out the new mechanics. Like you can't fault me for trying out the new mechanics. We're 0-1. Have we gone too far in that direction? Who knows? We made a crucial error in the middle. Okay. This is a slow hand. But turn 2 into turn 3 seems pretty good. Who have we got? Beer Can. Love that. So next turn, we play Infernal Pet. Then we play Effigy. Infernal Pet becomes a 3-3. Effigy becomes a, well, stays a 2-3. We're laughing. Not a bad turn 3 board state, I think. So this thing is a +1/+1. They make a treasure if they hit a player. Okay. Mono black. Bold move. Well, at this point, okay. Get a cheeky attack in there. They equip and they hit us. They make a treasure token. Not ideal. How much do we want them to have a treasure token and gain 4 life and do us 4 damage? Okay. You got to remember, next turn we are double spelling something chronic. Mono black with treasure token. Okay. If I was sensible, I'd have read that before, and I mean, they still would have traded for the Infernal Pet, which maybe I could have just solid blocked with the Effigy. Maybe that would have been the line. But I mean, next turn, I don't know. Next turn, we're drawing some cards. Oh, they've got their own imp. How nice. Here we go now. I'd like you to understand that I foretold a card and gave this a buff for no reason. Always the pro play from me there. But it does mean that next turn we can literally empty our hand if we so desire. Maybe the better play was Dream Devourer, play Faithful. Sounds like a good trade to me. You can mill all you like. You don't get to make a treasure token. Okay, Raven's in the bin. So this, we need 6 additional lands. That thing's not good. Okay. Discard 2 cards, please. Whenever it becomes tapped, this is a beastly card. Whenever it becomes tapped, exile up to 1 target creature from a graveyard and put a counter on. At this point, we've got 2 in our yard. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Tricky, tricky, tricky. You know, we're about to take 5 and they're going to get a treasure. But next turn we do hit for 9. Okay, so they've got 6 mana to work with here. Okay. That's frustrating. Poison Cup's not going to do what I want it to do, is it? So if I attack in the air, for 9. Excellent. Well done, me. Don't mind me, just... Well, gonna need that next turn, aren't I? If they have any sort of buff spells, then we lose. But we've got to put pressure on. Next turn, I can kill their predator. I mean, not having red mana has definitely been hampered them. Go on, don't attack with the predator. That's annoying. Okay, 6 damage in the air. I don't hate our chances, you know, if they don't kill us this turn. Okay. So they can't play 2 spells. Or they can play 2 spells. We do have 3. No, we're dead to anything, any kind of removal, so that, yeah, fine. So they're not going to be able to make that flying. That attacking just dies. They can equip it. But the lifelink's going to help us. Plus, next turn we've got a counter spell in the bag. So things are looking up. We are going to need to be careful, though, in terms of these pets. Okay, just equipping that guy. Fine. Okay, well, if we attack with the Infernal Pet... No attacks. We can't afford to have any attacks yet until we can hold open this Saw It Coming. If they can double spell, that's where that pet then gains flying, becomes really tricky for us to deal with. They got rid of our good creatures with their Immersturm Predator. I might have to have a nap after this, you know. Return 2 creatures of the same type. We've only got 1, which is this guy. We can play it though, can't we? Okay. We've still got the counter spell in the bag. Well. They might as well. Oh, next turn. I think we got it. That was beating the Immerston Predator with the Exile effect. Oh, it's been 45 minutes of my life. Stressful. Let's go to another game. I need another one of these non-alcoholic beverages. They do nothing for me, but they kind of taste okay. Okay. Big keep. It's a big keep. So, what's the situation here? We've got a 3-drop. We've got a 2-drop. We've got a Raven. I think I'm just in for this. No pressure from the board. They've foretold, we've foretold. Lazy Turtle. Artifacts and enchantments cost less. Straight in for the faithful. So next turn we can Raven and we can Foretell. Probably the Poison Cup. Got a good block on the Packmate with the faithful. They've got 2 in the air. Hello. Foretelling another card. Okay. Green doesn't have... Oh, it does have some Foretell. Okay, so that's not attacking. So we're not going to worry too much about that. We can either get out... I think we're better off getting that foretold and getting that played. Now we've got them blocked. We've got them blocked big time here. So next turn, we've got ourselves Foretelling and playing either... Yeah, I like that. It's not very nice, is it? It's not very nice. Happy to block that Packmate. That's a shame. I was happy to block that Packmate. It'd be nice to draw an imp. It would be nice to draw an imp. It's not an imp. You may pay 2 and exile a creature instead of paying its mana cost, which is what they must have done. We've got a bit of a turn here, I think. We've got Berserker way down. Pass. Poison Cup ready. Straight Foretell. I like one land. Could be a flash creature here. I don't mind that. We get a mill 3. And we get ourselves a 3-7 down. We're winning this race at this point. Hello. We're not winning this race any longer. Bounding Gold's not a bad mill. They go to attack. We'll have to depart the realm, the Valkyrie sword. Does it? Okay, so this says create a token. So we can, yeah, we can depart the realm this token, which I'm not sure they're going to be happy about. But it has to be done. Okay. We know we've got things to deal with that. These aren't the things. So we're about to take... Does that give life... Oh, crikey. We're about to take 6. Things aren't looking good in our camp. Well, we tried. Some strong flying synergy from them. We're 1-2, which is about where we want to be in usual drafting with John fashion. New set, trying out the new mechanic, seeing what it's worth. How good are these counter spells? How good are these removal spells when you're foretelling? I don't mind a couple of these ports because they're coming in tapped, but we rarely have a 1-drop, which is... That's a good 1-drop though. Let's make them sink some mana into the spirit. They can't at this stage because they haven't got snow. Still haven't got snow. Foretell. Sounds good. Okay. Like, obviously, there's no trade here. Mini Eggler. So we should be able to cast this now. That's fine. We'll just tempo that. It's indestructible. That's embarrassing. Tarox, I'm sorry. They must have some way of dealing with that. They must do. Doesn't look good, Tarox. It doesn't look good. They haven't got double white, so they're not going to clear the board, is my understanding. I'm not sure what that's doing. Going for the bold attack. Just going for it. We shan't BM. We'll just finish the game. We've all been there. I've been there. Literally twice. Today. Okay, 2-all. It'd be nice to get 4 or 5, but I think getting a couple isn't going to be a negative experience for me. I do want to know where my IRL packs are, though. Do you say IRL, or do you say just where are my packs? Do I need to distinguish if it's RL? What's the opposite of IRL? In virtual life? IVL? VR? Is that what we're going with? So 1, Foretell 2, Infernal Pet 3. Everyone's a winner. This feels like a good little... There's no boasting here. It's just a 1-2 that dies. Okay, so we've got 3 colours. We've got ourselves a Berserker. So, couple of options here. We attack. I'm happy to just get the Faithful down. I'll trade the Faithful for the Berserker, I think. If it goes up to 3 and they get a 2-2 out of it, I'll be less happy. Okay, heavy black. Wither Snow. So this is a little bit frustrating. So that thing can get +1/+0 in Menace. That thing can give haste as of next turn. I'm happy to see that attack. I would be happy to see it attack. That's a shame. Okay. So we're still not where we want to be. We can't cast this Poison Cup anyway, as it stands. Way down is a sorcery. Okay. Annoying. Okay, what we got going on here? So I've got a zombie, berserker, an elf cleric. Things aren't looking up at the moment. Next turn, each player discards a card. Let's just get rid of the last two cards. Not bad, getting rid of a Toralf. We'll get rid of the Drogo. I know it would have gotten us two creatures, but we've got the Jarl coming in soon. Just one more black mana would be nice, wouldn't it? Next turn, return card from the graveyard to the battlefield. Here we go. So what are they getting from the graveyard to the battlefield? This guy. I think at this stage... that can be flashed in. But it would just die. Happy to see Toralf. Gets haste is annoying. Should have thought that through. Okay. Let's just get him in. Okay. Things aren't looking good. Land, land. Oh. Things aren't looking good. Things are not looking good. And that's where we end. 2-3 with a very heavily synergized Foretell deck. Some good fun. I think there's going to be some really complex interaction in this set, and I think that getting your head around what some of the cards do, there's a lot of value at common, even more value at uncommon, which makes the games much more complex. Look, 2-3, still had a good time. 250 gems is what it is. Love the cards, love the set, and keen to spend the next 3 months drafting the heck out of it. Hope you've enjoyed it too. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.